Hey, I'm back, and this time I am ready to share on how I was dating in unhealthy ways after my breakup. And you're probably thinking like, dang sis, still? After all you've been through, you still going and dating terribly? Not quite. What I mean by I was dating in unhealthy ways isn't necessarily on the guys that I was dating or seeing, talking to. What's the terminology nowadays? I really don't know. However, it was unhealthy in the sense that I was still feeling lonely and I wanted some excitement in my life and I wanted something new, and I thought that making someone else be that for me would essentially make me feel better. But at the end of the day, when I went home and I laid in bed, I was stuck with my thoughts, with my feelings, with my emotions, with my way of thinking. I was still stuck with me, and I guess that's where the problem was. I wasn't healed. I honestly don't even think I knew what healing was. I knew I was damaged, I just didn't know to what extent, because I had not dated for a while after that breakup from that toxic relationship my previous videos talk about. After that relationship, I met this wonderful guy. Oh my gosh, like, treated me like a princess. I feel like God used him to tell me that not all men are trash. Essentially, because after a toxic relationship, you can either go, oh, all men are trash, like, I'm a strong independent woman, don't need no man. And that is kind of the road I was before the toxic relationship, and the road that I could have and almost did go through after the toxic relationship. But afterwards, I realized that there are crappy people like that, and then there's the uncrappy people that do care about your feelings and will make an effort to do things for you. And it was so nice. I never experienced something like that. I was always so used to chasing. However, of course, I was not ready for that kind of commitment, attention. I thought I was, and it hurt my heart so much when I realized that I was not ready to be loved in that way. You can't love others until you love yourself, and that's where I was at. I was realizing I couldn't love others until I loved myself. And then here comes the unhealthy part. I downloaded Tinder. And getting attention was nice back then to me, like being told, hey beautiful, by some stranger that you don't even know, and he's never seen you in person and you've never seen him in person. So I was just boosting my ego, like, come on, yes, you want to go out with me? Oh, you're gonna buy me dinner? Come on, I'm welcoming free food, what's up? Such a terrible mind space I was in, and I didn't realize it was until time afterwards, when I really took time to really realize where my hurt was coming from, where it was rooted in, and why I was picking the men I was picking, and why I was running away from great dudes that were so kind and nice. At the time, I didn't realize how much I was actually using these people's loneliness to fill in voids within me. You'll never find a true committed relationship on Tinder. And if you do, you're probably like the 2%, 1% probably. I don't know. And the chances of you finding someone who doesn't have unhealed trauma on there is like slim. I'm not saying these guys were terrible either. I feel like everybody on there deals with some type of loneliness or some kind of void that they try to fill. And that is where I know me and a lot of the guys that I went on dates with were. And I don't say that to make them feel bad. I'm sure that looking back, they realized that they too were lonely and going through their own troubles. So I've only ever been in one serious relationship, and I don't even like calling that a relationship because it was more of a situationship, and that in fact was the toxic relationship that I previously talked about. On Tinder, I met my next. I think it was more of a situationship also, unfortunately. Only lasted around 2 months. And it was in that relationship that I realized I need to chill. Like, I need to take some time away from all this dating and heal myself. What I pretty much was doing was using guys' loneliness to fill in voids within myself that none of them could fill. Then I deleted the app and started healing properly. Do not go on dating apps if you're actually trying to heal and eventually find a serious relationships. Like I said, there are moments, there are times where you find people have had serious relationships on those apps, but I'm telling you, those are slim chances. Most people on there are lonely and they're using you to fill their void. And then also in those relationships that do come from dating apps, they tend to be not the best. You know, maybe they are constantly posting pictures and they make it seem like it's all great, but you know, you never know what happens behind closed doors. And I'm just want to be here as an example, used as a what not to do, and maybe trying a healthier way of doing things. But hey, you live and you learn. So I hope you continue to live, but learn from my mistakes, and hopefully we can heal together.